Ahem. And we are live. How is everyone doing today? It is the Naughty Investor here. How is the stream looking? Hope it's looking good. Weird, on my phone it says there's multiple people in the chat, but on the web browser it says it's not. I'll just assume that maybe the web browser is a bit delayed. But let's get into it. What is going on, everyone? It is the Naughty Investor here, coming at you with another video. This time we're doing a live stream. A lot of people have liked the live stream, so I figured I'd do more. What is going on with crypto? That is the topic of today's video. Hello, Bebo. How are you doing today? So crypto has undergone some serious damages in the past few weeks. The big problem right now is liquidity. What happened? Bebo asked what's happening. Markets are just, earlier today when I checked the markets, they were steady, right? It was a steady day, some small gains. I check them now, wow, down even further. Now, there was a report out today, or an interview rather, in regards to Bitcoin. Forgot who it was. It was on CNBC, but he was saying the bottom for Bitcoin is 3,000 US dollars. So I'm not sure if that's true, but it's something to take into consideration. Now, one of the things I find hilarious is, you see right now how bad the markets are, right? You see these horrible declines, right? And you go right here. All the crypto news outlets, crypto recovers, but Bitcoin shows a bottom. And then it's like cryptocurrency holds and it rebounded. I'm sick of it. And I'm not calling out anyone. I'm not. And it's okay to be wrong, right? It's not, you don't have to be right 100% of the time. No one is. But I'm sick of every time cryptocurrency has a huge dip, people are always calling it the bottom. Right? It's like, oh, this is the bottom. No. This is the bottom. No. This is the bottom. It's starting to get a little bit old. And that's why I've kind of shied away from it, where it's like, the bottom could be a bit lower than where we were. Like, you remember a few videos ago, everyone was saying, oh, this is a huge dip, this is the bottom. And I said, it could go a little bit lower. It definitely could. And it has. So I was kind of proven right, although I wouldn't call this a little bit. So maybe I was half right. Bitcoin dominance at 54%, total market cap down to almost $120 billion. Money is pouring out. But is there still good news? Yes. There's still good news despite these price collapses, because if you have been keeping up with my videos, my daily uploads, you will know that despite the prices, there's been good fundamentals. Babel says, it's crazy what is happening. We're going to get into that, what is happening. But before we do, there's still a lot of good news despite these crazy markets we're in, right? So you're probably looking at these markets, you're like, Naughty, what is good about this? Well, even though prices aren't good, what do we have going for us? We have the Swiss exchange traded product, ETP. That has been approved. So Switzerland is going to basically get a cryptocurrency ETF. We have BACT, right? Everyone knows that BACT has been delayed, but I think it's actually a good thing it's been delayed, all right? So BACT is delayed until January. So we still have good things coming in the landscape. Prices are horrible. We know that. We know prices are just abysmal. But at the same time, there's good fundamentals going on. Now, I wanted to get in a little bit of the technicals for a second, and we're going to focus on Bitcoin at first. Go into Bitcoin first. Bitcoin to US dollar. There we go. Go to our indicators. Put up some RSI. Relative Strength Index. I'll circle this for you. So you can see how oversold Bitcoin is right now. So I don't blame these people who are calling a bottom because it's so oversold. Usually when things go oversold, it bounces back because it's how markets work. When things go oversold, there's usually people who come in to buy this dip, right? Because it's oversold. Most of the time, people come in to buy this dip. But why hasn't this been happening? A main reason why is over the past year. I apologize if you hear that stupid plane in the background. There's let me know if you guys hear that plane. It usually only takes a couple seconds for it to go by, but it is annoying living near LAX. Lots of airplanes going in and out. Hey Norm, how are you doing today? What's going on, man? What's been happening the past year for cryptocurrency as a whole is whenever there's these big dips, right? People come in to buy the dips, right? People come in, they buy the dips, they catch the falling knife, and the knife splits their hand. What is happening is the buyers, the people who have been coming in and buying eating up the sell orders, have been getting hurt badly, and I think they're running out of capital. The people who've been buying every dip along the way. Don't get me wrong. I think long term, these people will be very happy, right? I'm not here spreading FUD. Long term, I think owners of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, 100 different coins, right? I think long term, those people are going to end up very wealthy. But I'm just talking about the short term. I'm talking about next 2 years, right? So in the past year, all these people, they've been buying these dips and getting obliterated. They buy, they see their investment go, split in half, right? So what's happening is people are growing tired and they're cutting their losses and saying, I'm out, I'm selling everything. And that compounds the factor because we're already in a dip, and then you have people panic sell and it goes down even further. Norm says, where's the bounce? I know, that is what if you caught the earlier, I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but I was talking about, look right here, crypto market recovers by 3 billion, oversold conditions show Bitcoin bottom. All of these crypto news outlets, and look, I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not saying they have to be correct. All these crypto news outlets, every time there's a drop, they're like, oh, it's a bottom, it's a bottom, it's a bottom, it's a bottom. It's not always a bottom. Sometimes a bear market you keep breaking through these support floors until you find a point where it gets so bad and so cheap to get in, and that's where the bottom is. So, but there was as I've mentioned earlier, there was a interview today with a financial analyst who said the Bitcoin bottom is going to be 3,000. To me, that seems reasonable. I think a 3,000 Bitcoin bottom's reasonable. I'm not saying that as a prediction. I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, that wouldn't surprise me. Maybe it's a 50-50 chance. I'm just going to drink of water real quick. Christian says, this will go down so bad by the end of this year. Bitcoin below 2,500. This market must be purified. I don't disagree. I mean, maybe it doesn't go down that much. Maybe it holds at 3,000, but you're absolutely correct. And it's a good thing you said that because a lot of people don't understand how markets work. And when you said purified, that is a very good word to use, my friend, because that is what needs to happen. Because what has happened with crypto is in the past year and a half, tons of people got in who didn't understand the technology, who didn't understand the future, who didn't understand long-term thinking. They wanted to get in and just make a quick buck. They wanted to be overnight millionaires. You're not going to be an overnight millionaire. You'll probably be a millionaire in a 10-year period, maybe a 15-year period, right, if you have a lot invested. And look, you will make a lot of money in cryptocurrency if you're in it for the long term, but these short-term guys who get in for a couple years and get out, that's not the way to think about it. Norm says, seems like the majority of the market and people are bearish. Whenever this happens, Bitcoin can unexpectedly reverse and shorters can get wrecked. Well, that's what needs to happen. It's almost like, I'm not going to say I like reporting on the dips. I don't like it. I don't like having to come out and, break bad news to you guys. But the more it dips, the closer we get to the bull run. That's the reality of it. So everyone who's like, oh no, this sucks, I'm right with you. This does suck. This is abysmal. Bitcoin below $4,000. Who would have thought, right? I mean, we all knew there was a correction coming. We all knew a bear market was coming, but nobody thought it would be anything like this. But look, this is the reality we live in. Bitcoin and crypto as a whole needs to get dirt cheap. It needs to get to a point where people are going to flood the market with money. I mean, that's the reality of it. When it gets to the point where institutions think they're ready to get in, that's when the bull run is triggered. And I think it's going to be either 2019 or 2020. That's my belief. I mean, what do I know? I'm just someone who's been in this game a long time. I've seen a lot. I've seen bear markets like this. Bitcoin has crashed so many times. Christian says too many coins. Even if Bitcoin is acting like a hover, it will go down and stay for a long term. So let's pull up some moving averages just to show you guys how bad it really is. If you go to the moving averages, put up the 50-day. Thicken that line, make it red. So what happened on the 13th? We broke below the 50-day moving average. That's what happened. That's the reality of it right here. We broke through it. We were doing okay. We were kind of getting, we really broke through it all the way back here. Okay? We really broke through it all the way back here, but we were starting to rise up, we were breaking above it, and then wham, just way under it. Like, we were keeping steady with it is the point I'm trying to make. Right over here, this period, we were kind of keeping steady with that 50-day moving average. Slam down so much. It's a bloodbath out there. There's people who might actually, where was I? I was on Reddit the other day. I was on the cryptocurrency subreddit, and I saw a post that had like 10,000 upvotes. It was top of the crypto subreddit. Maybe it was the Bitcoin subreddit. I'm not sure. And it was literally the suicide hotline. It was literally the suicide hotline. And look, guys, if you're ever mentally not okay, always ask for help. Always call for help. Never take your life over money. Money's important. Success is important. I love money. I love money. And I love success. And I love drive. And I love entrepreneurship. But never take your life over investments, because there will be other investments. There will be, and how bad would you feel if you killed yourself and the next day Bitcoin went up like 1,000%, right? Just don't do it, please. I don't want blood on the crypto industry. Norm says 3K Bitcoin would mean 85% from the 20K all-time high. This is just about right looking at the 10-year history bear charts. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at a chart the other day of all of Bitcoin's bear cycles, and it's all 70 to like 80%. So that would be reasonable. A 3K Bitcoin would be a reasonable bet, if you will. Just saying. I don't disagree there at all. I might do a video on Bakkt later, talking some more about Bakkt, but XRP and Tron voted most popular to be added on Bakkt. Interesting. I was expecting XRP. I was not expecting Tron, to be honest. And then we have Bakkt partnership with Starbucks and Microsoft on track for launch. Really interesting stuff. Can I make a small Ethereum analysis? Yeah, I could go to Ethereum. Ethereum's been hit hard. Ooh. Ethereum. to USD. We're going to be using Coinbase. Get that stupid ad out of there. Put up in, I want to, where's the MACD? MACD. All right, so with Ethereum, what I'm looking at is the MACD. It's primarily what I'm looking at in this analysis. Ooh, that was not a good drawing. Not a good drawing. Whatever. Delete that. So when this blue line crosses above the orange line, it generally indicates some I'm losing my train of thought, guys, sorry. When the blue line goes above the orange line, it usually indicates bullishness. So what I'm looking at, am I back? Can everyone hear me? I'm just gonna give it a minute for the chat. My internet, man, it's just, it's good and then it's horrible. All right, so we are back. I'm not sure how many viewers I lost through that, but thanks, Spectrum Internet. Crappy service. If you live in California, do not get Spectrum. Or well, I'm not sure because the competitors, I'm not sure if they're even better. Like the crypto market, right? Where was I going? So what this is telling me with Ethereum is that there's still a lot more room for bearishness because these lines are not anywhere close together. If these lines were zooming in close together, right? I'm getting an ad on my own stream. Wonderful. If these lines were closer together, I could say, all right, you know, maybe the bearishness is ending. Maybe we're starting to come at least to a short-term bottom. But because there is absolutely no indication of a crossing yet, there's no way for me to tell because as of right now, Ethereum is in free fall. Bitcoin is crashing my Wi-Fi. Yeah, maybe the cable provider, internet provider is disconnecting me because they don't want me to suffer from crypto depression. It's probably going to be a real symptom if it keeps crashing the way it is. But Ethereum, basically, what needs to happen is a crossing here. That's the simplest way to put it. Also, if I go to the Bollinger Bands, actually I'll have to shut down one of these indicators. Let me just clear all of them. I'm not sure. Maybe it lets me have that many. I don't know. I don't have the paid version. Stupid thing. You have to shut down the MACD. Pull up the Bollinger Band. Now, with the Bollinger Bands, normally, right? So probably beginning of this year, even during the bear market, a situation like this, I would typically buy on because one of my biggest trading strategies is just to play the Bollinger Band. What do I mean by that? When the red candlestick dips below the Bollinger Band, which is this outer image, it represents a price extremity. And I would typically buy that and flip that or hold it long term, right? And normally, I used to make a killing doing that. And it still does work. It still does. It's a proven trading strategy, right? It is a proven trading strategy. All right, it's going to make me log out, but I'll still get to my point. It doesn't really matter. It was a proven trading strategy, but in this bear market, I wouldn't try it. I would not try putting your hand out to catch the falling knife. It is too risky right now. Unless you have money that you're playing with, like play money, gambling money. If you're considering it a gamble, yes, you could do some trading in this market, but I'm not trading right now. I stopped trading about 3 months ago. I stopped trading completely. I'm holding on to just my long-term investments right now. I'm holding on to some Ethereum, some XRP, and a little bit of Bitcoin, and a bag full of just random altcoins that I like and have little bits in. But I've been hit with the bear market. Even YouTube channels, a lot of YouTube channels have been hit really, really hard with this bear market. So see, my channel is actually doing okay. If you look at like subscribers, like I'm still net positive, 111 subscribers on the month gained. Most days I gain subscribers, a couple times I lose, but most of the time I'm doing fine with YouTube. I do want to get my views up to 100,000. That is my goal, but we'll see if that works. But if you look at like some of these other channels, they are like Cryptosomniac. This channel used to be killing it. They used to be killing it. They used to outperform me, right? But you go down and they've lost 54 subs on the month. Trevon James. You go to Trevon James and even his channel, and part of that is because he was scamming people, but just look at this. Every month, just down, down, down. Today he gained 64 subs today, but those might be bought. Who really knows? 600. He lost 600 subscribers this month. But yeah, this has affected the whole industry. You know, it has. Crypto interest waning, at least in the short term. It's all, whenever I talk about bearishness, it's all in the short term. Long term, I'm still very bullish. I'm still excited. I'm still excited for developments. People come to me and they want to make me depressed over. I'm not depressed. I knew what I was getting into. All right, I'm not a newbie at this. I've been involved in crypto for a long time. I see it's a volatile market. It's feast or famine. It's feast or famine. And so, oh my God, Avi, I'm a huge fan. What is going on? Yeah, man, I watch your channel, Avi. What's going on, man? This is like, I'm fanboying. Nah, just kidding. But no, I am a fan, dude. No, I always look at other channels and even different niches, and I watch a lot of your content, dude. You have some cool stuff going on. But yeah, markets just really, really hit hard, you know? And there's not much else to say about it, because the more you talk, the more you're going to get depressed about it. The best way to treat this, honestly, is just treat it as an accumulation game. Just treat it as an accumulation game. Don't measure your portfolios in USD and measure them in crypto. Now, that's what some people are saying. But you have to also take that with a grain of salt. Like, if you see your portfolio go to like $5 from $5,000, you might have a problem. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's look at Avi. Huge fan. He's killing it over on YouTube. Avi says, if there's one thing that excites me, more jobs, more crypto companies, more advertising opportunities. Yeah, there's tons of that in this industry. I mean, it's almost like you get, I don't know, at least for me, my CPMs have been up because I think it's supply and demand. Where a lot of the other crypto YouTubers have kind of stopped uploading, and so there's a smaller supply of cryptocurrency YouTubers, and then advertisers bid those up. So it is kind of supply and demand, where there's still a ton of opportunity out there, and advising companies and working with blockchain startups, and yeah, it's been cool. Norm says, don't worry, Naughty, a new wave of subs will come soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine subscriber wise. My subs are steady, you know. People complain a lot about subs. My subs are steady. Avi says, a lot of YouTubers are departing, means more opportunity for us to grow. Yeah, that's really what it is. That's why I haven't, you know, people have asked me if I'm going to rebrand the channel. People have asked me if I'm going to maybe turn it into like a entrepreneurship channel or a stock investing channel. And what I told them was, I will incorporate additional content into the channel, but this is going to stay a primarily cryptocurrency channel, because as other YouTubers fall off and they change their game up, and they stop uploading, it's just more opportunity for me. It's more opportunity for me to get my message out there, to get my content out there. Yeah, I mean, look, those people, I think, if you look 5 years from now, Avi, I think those people are going to regret it. Or even less than 5 years, probably like 2 years. 2 years from now, the people who are quitting crypto YouTube now will probably regret it because the industry will come back stronger than ever. So that is what Norm says, rebrand to the naughtier investor. Right? $1K last minute video says 1K. I can't even. Oh, in the next 10 days? We will see, my friend. We will see. Just refresh this. Ooh, so bloody. So bloody. Yeah. But yeah, I should totally rebrand to the naughtier investor. I don't know. I'm sticking to crypto. I mean, I still believe in it long term, and that's why I'm building this channel up in the short term. So in the long term, I have more influence. Have a good one, Avi. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. Definitely an awesome moment for me, man. Huge fan. I think I'm gonna get going, guys. We've been going for a good amount of time. I think we're going for like 40 minutes now. I mean, we had a small cutout. Hey mate, which strategies would you recommend for someone who still wants to trade in this bear market? I guess honestly, and take this with a grain of salt, I would go for the smaller cap coins, because the smaller cap coins are a little bit less correlated with the bear market, if you know what I mean. Because you could still find gainers in the sea of red every day. So I would stick with smaller cap coins trading. Our videos is amazing for that. Yeah, I love Reddit. Reddit's really cool. So that would be my advice if you're going to trade short term. I don't think altcoins will bankrupt you. I don't agree with that. I mean, there's more risk in them, but what are you going to do? Trade Bitcoin? Like any trading strategist on YouTube over the past week told you buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. If you bought the dip, you just got hurt, you know? I think the altcoins have a better risk reward ratio at this time, man. So again, take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in, especially Avi. Bitcoin is the bank. Definitely, man. I don't disagree with that. I'm all about diversification, having a well-balanced portfolio. I have some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, a little bit of EOS, some XRP, IOTA, some Binance coin. But yeah, I'm gonna get going, guys. Thank you all for for tuning into the stream. Been a really great one, really successful one. I think at peak we had like 30 people in here. So have a great day. Be sure to check out my new merchandise store. Links are in the description. Shameless plug. Not just kidding. But if you did want to grab it, you can. And I'll catch you later, guys. Have a great day.